Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know me, my name is Will. I'm a real estate agent out here in Los Angeles, California. And on my channel, I talk about real estate, business, entrepreneurship, and I help newer agents on their journey in the real estate industry. So today we have a great video. We're going to be talking about what we can do to have a successful 2022, right? And notice I said we because everything I'm going to be going over with you are things that I will be implementing into my business, into my career, into my brand in 2022. And I think these 3 points are really going to help you as well. They're very simple, but I am going to pull out my Surface Pro and write everything down for you guys so you can kind of have a visual of where I'm at and what we can do to improve our businesses and improve our lives in 2022. So I'm really excited to go over that with you. Let's go ahead and do that now. Alrighty guys, so we are going to be going through 3 main points that will give you a successful 2022 if you just follow these 3 simple rules, right? So let's go ahead and start off with the first one, which is going to be planning, okay? And now what's funny about planning is within this point, there are actually 3 things that all go together to form your planning. And let's go over those 3 things. So the first one is going to be your scheduling. Next one is going to be your time blocking. And last but not least, preparation. Okay, so let's go ahead and go through these 3 real quick so I can give you a breakdown of what planning should look like. Now, starting off with scheduling, it's super simple. What is your schedule? So this is a question you need to ask yourself before you get into real estate, or I don't want to say before you get into real estate, but as when you're a new agent, there's many things you're like, I don't know where to start. I don't know what to do. A great place to start is knowing your schedule and knowing what you want to do on a daily basis. What's your morning routine going to look like? What time are you going to be lead generating? What time do you want to save to take your clients out on appointments or go to listing presentations and buyer appointments and all that good stuff? You need to have your day planned out so that you're organized, because if you don't have a schedule, it's going to be disorganized and it's just going to feel really weird throughout the day. You're kind of just going to be doing whatever comes your way. And when you do that, it kind of sets you up for failure, right? Let's go ahead and move on to the next point, which is going to be time blocking. So time blocking is probably a theme. If you're on YouTube all the time listening to a bunch of real estate, YouTubers and all of these coaches, you'll notice that time blocking is a huge theme upon every one of these coaches, right? They're always talking about the importance of time blocking, and I kind of want to touch up on that as well. Your time blocking should be 2 to 3 hours a day where you focus solely on lead generation, okay? When you're doing this, this is your money time. This is your time to really, if you're going to be cold calling up, whoever it is, you're for sale by owners, your expireds, your circle prospecting, you're calling up these property owners. If you're going to be door knocking, those 2 to 3 hours you're going to be door knocking, or if you're going to be on social media, this is your time to be filming, editing, writing up new ideas for content, posting on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all of this stuff, right? Now, last but not least, for preparation. So this one is actually a really simple one. It's basically your preparation for this right here. If you're lead generation, right? So if you're going to be doing social media work, do you need a camera, right? A mic? I don't know. What are you going to be using for your social media? I mean, I have a lighting setup. I have a Canon camera. I have a Blue Yeti microphone. These are all things that I invested money and time in, to actually figure out how to make my content presentable. If you're going to be cold calling, what service are you going to be using? Right? You're going to be using RedX or any of those other services that are out there. You got to figure that out as well. You got to sign up for those memberships and actually start going so that you can call up these property owners and try to get more listings. If you're going to be door knocking, do you need flyers with you? Any paperwork? Are you going to be going with anybody? All this stuff needs to be planned out and ready to go so that you are prepared. So when you look at all 3 of these, all of them go with each other. If you skip out on one, you don't have any planning at all. You have no planning, okay? If you don't have a schedule, you're disorganized. You cannot time block if you don't have a schedule because you don't have a time of day when you're focusing on lead generation. And your preparation will be off because, what are you preparing for? You're not even prepared for a schedule, so what else can you prepare for? So all of these things must go together. Now let's go ahead and move on to the next point, which is going to be execution. This one's a hard one, okay? It's a hard one because all of us love planning so much. We love writing things out. We love, planning out how our days are going to be and all that stuff. But then when it's time to execute, it gets really, really tough. So you need to get everything that you got going on, from your schedule to your lead generation, and actually put it to work and move the needle forward in your business, okay? Because if you're not executing, I mean, it's just so obvious. If you're not putting any execution into your lead generation or any of your stuff, and you've prepared for everything, but you're not actually putting in the work to it, there's really nothing that is going to be happening with your business. So execution is extremely important, obviously. There is one thing that's more important than execution, though. I know, right? There is one thing. Consistency. Consistency is more important than execution, because you can execute, right? But how often are you executing? How often are you doing that? Because you need to be doing this work each and every day so that you can actually get to your goals and make the money that you want to make, right? So have a goal in mind. Have a goal in mind. Write it down. Figure out what you want to do and how much money you want to make for the year, and then plan it out, execute on it, and stay consistent on it, because those three things are what are going to help you have a successful 2022. This is what's going to be giving you a solid career and is actually going to set you up for your future, okay? So guys, master your craft. You can't do it without any of these 3 steps. All right, guys, so those were my 3 points on having a successful 2022. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Just kind of me writing it out on the Surface Pro. It's something new that I'm doing. And if you do enjoy it that way and you feel like you're learning a little bit better and you're just retaining the content better, let me know. Let me know in the comment section so I can continue to do it. But I did want to leave you guys with some motivation to end off the video today. I know that those 3 points that I went through may look simple, just kind of writing it down, but it is really tough, because those 3 things are what are going to make your career worthwhile, not just your 2022. And I know how tough execution and consistency can be for many of us. And, I keep saying us because these are things that I struggle with as well, guys. I don't want you to think that I've reached a point in my real estate career where I'm perfect, like I'm perfect on my schedule, everything is going well, I have it all figured out. I'm on this journey with you guys, as well. And so are the agents who are 10, 15 years in the business. We all have struggles here and there, and I want to encourage you that even if you do have these struggles, don't think you're alone. Don't keep going to social media and seeing, oh, why are all these agents getting all these listings or all these buyers, and I'm not really working with that many people. Or you may not be working with anyone at all, but that's okay. This is a patient business, and this is a business where you really got to stay in your lane and focus on yourself. If you focus too much on the success of others, it's going to rob you of your happiness and your joy. And once that is taken away, real estate will just no longer be the business for you, because if you're not happy, it is not worth it, okay? There's going to be times in your career where you just don't feel like doing anything, okay? You got to make sure that you are mentally okay when you are focusing on your real estate business. If you have some days where you just don't feel mentally okay and you don't feel like doing any work, you have to understand that that's okay. It's okay not to feel okay some days. Us entrepreneurs, we go through that a lot. I've had many times where I just, I wasn't doing well mentally some days, and I'm like, dude, screw this. Like, I don't feel like doing this today, right? And that's okay. Some days you're not going to feel like making your calls. Some days, and I advise you to push through it, but you have to discern whether, yes, I can push through this and I can do this, but you also have to discern between, I'm not doing okay today. I'm just not okay today. I need to take a break. You have to know when is right. Life is all about balance, and you have to balance those two. Work hard, make it happen, do all 3 of those key points, plan out your days, make sure you know what you're doing every single day. Start executing on it, stay consistent on it, and your life and your business will start to change, okay? Other than that, guys, I hope you greatly enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, make sure to just leave them down in the comment section below. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to my channel. It really does help me out. Make sure to follow me on my social medias. That's also going to be down in the description box below. You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook to stay connected with me. Make sure to subscribe to my weekly newsletter. I keep everyone up to date on the real estate market weekly, so make sure to check that out. I think it's great for agents to see that, so you can use that content for your clients as well. Other than that, I hope you all have an amazing day, and I will see you all on the next one.